Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's me. Like arise and shine, arise and shine. Hello, hello, hello. You know what's funny is like so many people are like, oh my gosh, I'm not a morning person. Like, don't call me before 10 or whatever. And I'm like, oh no, I wake up like, hello, hello, hello. Let's go conquer the world. So here I am. I just literally woke up. I got myself a cup of coffee. I'm cold. And so I just turned my fan off. Let's see how long that lasts. But I just wanted to give you guys a big shout out. You know, people tell me, Shelley, whatever you do, don't ever do a video of like you sitting in bed. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, you know what? Y'all can think that's just, whatever, whatever. People do stuff in bed, whatever. But like, I just want to tell you guys, this is where God visits me. So look at, you see my pillow? It says sweet dreams. My pillowcase says say dreams. So you can see dream. And so I am just inviting you guys in a godly, holy way right now to tell you this is where I hear from God. This is where the Lord downloads on me. This is where, oh, Jesus just showed up again. This is where he encounters me. This is where I get my dreams. This is where he lays in bed with me and just snuggles me up. And it's a really sacred place to me. And so I thought, you know, what the heck? I'm not weird. I'm not inviting you to come have sex with me. I just want you guys to know, like, this is holy ground for me. This is where Jesus comes and wraps his arms around me and he tells me his secrets. Can you tell I feel the Lord already? Oh, yeah. And so I woke up and the Lord's like, you're taking these people on an intimate journey of your life. And so I have nothing, you know what I mean? It's just me in my bed. You know, I've been single a long time and, you know, I don't invite men in my bedroom. So they don't even come in my house, let alone in my bedroom. We have a joke around our house. It's called the girls' house. And so you have to be my son or like a brother to come in my house. And so I'm not against y'all men. Trust me. It's just, you know, we have some boundaries around here. But anyways, so I just wanted to grab a cup of coffee and invite y'all in to my sanctuary with Jesus. That's my whole point to this. You know, my hair's in a ponytail. And yeah, I have fake eyelashes. Well, they're eyelash extensions. So let me be clear on that just for a minute. You know, I'm sure at some point I'll be getting, you know, hate mail on them or something. I don't know. I don't care. But I minister so much and I'm such a weeper that I always have to reapply my makeup, like when I'm in church ministering or preaching and stuff. And it's just gotten super old. And so, you know, a while back, somebody got me turned on to these and I'm like, wow, I can wake up and just call it a day. And I'm all about time efficiency. If anybody knows me, this girl can get ready in 5 minutes. Like throw on a skirt, and I only buy skirts that don't need to be ironed. Come on. I only buy dresses that don't need to be ironed. So let me just tell you a little bit really personal stuff in Shelley's world, okay? So I still get makeup at Walmart. My friend Anna will laugh at me because I get my eyeliner and some makeup at the dollar store. Yeah, I can afford regular makeup these days, but why pay for it? Maybelline works just fine. If I need to get like Lacombe or I don't even know how you say that stuff, I'll get it like Marshalls, you know, $5.99. You know, I'm kind of like a wash and wear kind of girl. And so if it's not yoga pants, hippie pants, or, you know, jeans, Shelley don't own it. And if it requires ironing, I definitely do not own it. In fact, it was funny, about 5 years ago, one of my best friends, Pam, she came to my house and she needed to iron something. And she's like, hey, Shell, where's your iron? I'm like, what's an iron? I don't own an iron. And she's like, you don't own an iron? I'm like, no, that's against the rules at my house. No iron and no scale, okay? Those two things are like not allowed in the wood home. And she's like busting up laughing. I go, for reals? I'm like, oh, I got done with the ironing years ago. Like I tossed that sucker. So she went and bought an ironing board and iron. I was cracking myself up. And so anyways, it's just one of those personal things. She irons everything. I mean, everything. That's how you know somebody's tidy, is when they iron everything. And so I like to be tidy. I like to be, you know, somewhat organized. I'm not like crazy organized, and I'm not crazy anal about nothing. Oh, somebody's giving me another Carmen reply. But it was so funny. So it just walk into my world for a minute. So I'm addicted to coffee. Yeah, I have a couple cups a day. Not really more than that. I like it really strong. And like my little girls go, you can chew on it. You can chew on mama's coffee. So, I haven't had coffee brought to my bed. When I was married, that was probably my most favorite thing, is he'd bring me coffee in bed every day. And yeah, that hasn't happened for 13 years because I've been single. But it leads me to my next point. So somebody the other day said, Shelley, tell me a little bit about you and like what's on your list. And I said, what do you mean what's on my list? And I started thinking about it. I said, if I could pick the perfect man, if I could pick the man after my own heart, Psalm 37:4, it'd be something like this. Okay? Just keeping it super real this morning. It's like you and me are just hanging out and just having a cup of coffee, sitting here, just chatting away. Okay, so number one, well, okay, he has to have a dog. Um, I know you're saying Shelley has to love Jesus. Well, I mean, of course that's just a given. Come on. So has to have a dog. Okay. Number two, has to own a truck. Okay, you have to own a truck. Like you just have to. And if my hands are softer than your hands, we have a problem. Um, Okay, so you have to know how to make a really strong cup of coffee and you have to know how to walk it into me. Well, here's the kicker is that you need to know how to make it like the way I like it because I'm like the clean girl, like clean eating girl. Okay. And that I could show you that real quick. Okay. Um, you have to own a fan. You have to own at least one fan because I can't sleep at night without a fan. And then we have to have a traveling fan because if I go to motels, I have to have a fan. If I go to a hospital, I have to have a fan. If I go minister somewhere, like in a guest bedroom, I have to have a fan. If we go camping, I have to have a fan. I'm like kind of nutty with the whole fan thing, okay? Okay, so that's super important. Okay. The next thing is you need to own a motorcycle. Okay, come on. Raised on motorcycles. I'm actually looking at buying one right now. You have to have a motorcycle. That's not optional. Okay, you have to love the beach. Okay, and you can't get mad at me if I don't want to wear a towel. Like wear a towel. Hello, use a towel on the sand. Sometimes I just like to sit in the sand, and if I get my sand in my feet and I don't wash it off yet, you can't get mad at me if I get in your car. And so or trucks. It's got to be a truck. Come on. And so that's kind of that's essential. Okay. So if you're going to get mad at me at one of those, that's a deal breaker. Okay. I preferably a hairy chest. Yeah. That's important to me because I like to cleave. I like to snuggle. I like to cuddle. I like to hang out. I just like to hang out and snuggle. Um, you know, um, you have to like authentic Mexican food, not Taco Bell, but you have to love authentic Mexican food. And if I'm going to be bad, if I'm going to eat something bad, you got to like In-N-Out. I mean, if you don't like In-N-Out, I mean, who doesn't like In-N-Out? You got to like Walmart. You can't be so high and mighty that you won't go to Walmart. Come on. And you need to like to go in the ocean, not just like sit on the ocean. I don't care if you get a tan, but I like a manly man. You need to have a bicycle because I'm not that good at anything, like really, but I like to go on my beach cruiser. So I just want somebody to go on a bike ride with me, and will you go slow enough to where I can catch up with you? Okay, those are important things. Okay, so we got some of that down. You have to. I don't care if you sing good, but you have to like want to listen to worship songs. If you don't like worship songs, you can't be with me because this girl sings all the time. And I'm not telling you that you have to like love my singing, but you just have to let me sing, okay? You have to be okay with a girl being a preacher because that's what I do. And I don't really preach. I'm not even that good, but I do like to prophesy and I like to share my God stories. So if you're okay with me sharing my God stories, then we're good. Okay, what else? You have to like short because I'm only 5'1" on any given day. That's kind of pushing it, to be honest. Oh, and you have to let me wear my bling. I have to wear my bling bling. Come on, I'm a girly girl, so like right now I'm in yoga pants and I'm in a sweatshirt. That's my normal attire at home. But I like to wear my bling if I'm, being a realtor or ministering. I like to wear my little blingy earrings and my blingy stuff. Okay. You have to like a girl that wears an apron because I bake and cook a lot, and in my house, I wear the apron so much that I've actually got to the store several times in my apron, and I look down in like aisle two, and I'm like, holy crap, I got an apron on still. No wonder I'm single. Okay, so let's just keep it real. I like to laugh, so I have to have somebody who really likes to laugh. If you like to laugh, you know it, that's perfect. You have to be able to laugh at yourself, because if you don't laugh at yourself, forget it. Oh, and you know, it's super optional, but I mean, nothing is more amazing to me than a handyman. So you don't have to be like super, super, super handy, but you know, if you can like change a tire, if you can change a garbage disposal, if you can change a light, if you can tinker, um, that is really amazing. If you can help me like fix my bicycle or fix my motorcycle, then you're really racking up points now. I like a street bike and a dirt bike. So a street bike to go like on the back of to like go for rides. So, you know, whether it's a Harley, whether it's a um, Indian, whether it's a you know, BMW, Honda, I don't care. I don't care. Just throw me on the back. We're good. I'm not one of those girls that's gonna think I'm gonna die on the freeway. I'm like, bring it. And if I die, then I go to be with Jesus. So we're good. Um, so let me think what else. You have to laugh at my silly ways, because I laugh at myself, and you can't take me very seriously, because you know what? I don't make sense half the time. But you know, I love being playful. I like to giggle. I like to laugh. And really importantly, you gotta love my kids, because my kids are my world. They're everything to me. And if you don't love my babies, you're out. I'm telling you what. And my kids are my everything, okay? Preferably debt free, because Shelley's not a debt girl. I'm just not. Like, I would rather buy something at a thrift store or used on Craigslist, or buy a car used, than just buy everything brand new. I can bleach it, I can wash it off, I pray over it, anoint it. You have to be okay with me anointing stuff, okay? You just have to be with oil, because I'm an oiling and nut freak, and I've seen miracle after miracle after miracle. So if I really love you, I've anointed you. If I really love you, oh, and I'm really big on tithing and giving, so you have to be okay with that, because, you know, Malachi 3, it's like we have to be tithers, we got to be givers. In fact, the New Testament says it's all His, so we have to be givers, okay? You know, I like, if you can hunt, that's just manly, that's super manly, that's pretty awesome. That's not required, but you know, I like the whole hunter thing. Let's see what else. If you own some camo, that's just even better. Come on. Camo shorts, camo jacket. I mean, just camo, anything camo. In fact, I got camo on right now. Um, let's see. Barbecue. Okay. You know, there is nothing hotter than a man that barbecues. I'm just saying, if you can barbecue, and if you're handy, and if you own like, if you like to do woodworking, I have woodworking tools, and I love to make stuff out of wood. So, you know, like I was thinking about it today, like I might just go get another scroll saw. Like, I'm like, what's holding me back? I just got a paycheck. I can treat myself. And so I got some table saws, some band saws. I used to have a whole workshop. So come on, y'all. I love that kind of thing. Yeah, what else? What else? What else? You have to like Christmas. I mean, you don't have to worship Christmas, but you at least have to let me get a Christmas tree up. Well, okay, I have 7, but what's the big deal? And you have to eat my cookies, and you have to eat my almond roca, and you have to love my chili. That's kind of an essential. And a man who really loves me is gonna love my chili and my cinnamon rolls, and you know, my homemade rolls. They gotta like bread. But on the other hand, you know, you gotta like salads, because I gotta make you eat clean too, right? Come on. And you have to love to go to church, okay? You can't be one of those guys that just stays home. You've got to get your butt to church. And if you're super amazing, you'll help out with like youth groups or barbecuing, or just being handy, or just being a volunteer. I don't care what you're doing, whether it's leading people to Jesus, just being the guy driving the bus, whatever. You got to stay plugged in. That's super, super important to me. If I see a guy that's plugged in, I'm like, okay, we're good. But if I see a person that's just not willing to plug in, or not willing to tithe, or not willing to do it, you go, and you wonder why you're under a curse. Come on. A man who prays. I got to have a man who prays, because if a man doesn't pray, forget it. Forget that. That's just never going to happen. And they have to be okay with me being kind of loud. I don't want another me. I want somebody who's a little bit more reserved, okay? God only knows there can't be 2 of us in this world. Um, Yeah, I like to watch comedy. I don't watch any horror movies. I'm anti-horror. I don't even like TV that much, to be honest. If it's a good documentary, if it's a good Jesus movie, or if it's just a good movie to snuggle up to, like, Netflix, like PureFlix or something, I'm cool with that. I don't watch TV a lot though, so I want to get outside, get outside, get outside. So I think I've kind of, yeah, have to like an apron. I don't iron. So, I'll make food all day long. I don't like to do the dishes. So if I make the food, the guy's got to do the dishes. So if you're okay washing dishes, we're good. Or, I'm at a place in my life at 51 years old. I'm cool with paper plates. I'm just fine with it. I'm good with a Prius. It was funny, a couple months ago, I had a dream that I bought one of those big old Jeeps, and so I had the dream and I told my kids. And so we started looking at Jeeps. And I was really infatuated with this really big red one. And I was like, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. And Kayla's like, Mom, what are you gonna do? Like, you don't really like go off road and you don't really four wheel. I'm like, but I can, okay? And I will look super cool in that really big red Jeep, okay? It was like a 2019. It was way expensive. And I'm like, well, I could buy a house or I could buy a Jeep. I think I better stick to buying a house. But it was really tempting because I'm like, I really liked it. I really liked this big old Jeep. It was really like a cherry red. And I'm like, I will feel so tall in that. It is unreal, okay? So anyways, then my brother was like, get more practical, Shelley, get like a Chevy something, something Traverse. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to get something, it's going to be a truck, or it's going to be like my Jeep in my dream. Or, I've been thinking about moving on up from that Prius. And then the Lord gave me a dream. He said, gas prices are going to go up for a while. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'll just keep my Prius for a little bit. I don't look too sexy in a Prius, but I don't really care. 51, it's hard to feel sexy anyways. So anyways, I just wanted to, oh, you know what? Last but not least, you have to be okay with me walking around barefoot because I'm like an Indian little girl. Like, I like to walk around barefoot, and I just don't care. Oh, and if it's okay with you, I like to get, my big spending is at Walmart, buy my hippie pants for $7.88. Yep, that's it. $7.88. And you have to be okay with me not knowing what a fancy purse is. Like, I remember my friend JJ a few years ago, she's like, hey, Shelley, got a BMW now. I got to give you this purse. She hands me this purse. I'm like, what the heck's all them circles on that purse? I don't do circles on a purse. That's just silly. That's kind of dumb. That's kind of, what are you giving me? She's like, Shelley, that's like a $500 purse. It's a Coach purse. Those are C's, honey. Those are C's. And I'm like, I'm fine with my Walmart $5 purse. She's like, you can't have a $5 purse with a Beamer and you're a top realtor. I'm like, just let me be me. Just let me be me. Okay. So I think I got it covered. And if you surf, then, you can't make fun of me that I might get a hoodie. I mean, I'm not sure yet because the booties and the wetsuit, they seem to be okay. But just in case, I'm at that age where I don't care what people think. I care what my daughters think, and my son. But, they just said, Mom, if you get a hoodie, like, that's over the top. That's like crossing the line. So I said, okay, let me just see if I can grin and bear it. So, so these are the battles on the wood home right here, right here. See what I mean? But there's one good note I have to tell you. The other day I said, Jesus, can I still fit in that cheerleading outfit from high school? And I did. Can you believe it? I did. I said, well, there's one thing going for me. If you ever caught me out of the house at the grocery store in it, you might want to lock me up. But that's not the point. The point is I could put it on. Okay. So just back off. And people call me cheerleader for God. So what's the point? I mean, I'm gonna keep it. So anyways, I just wanted to keep it real with y'all. Oh, and you have to be okay. My car is sometimes a mess. It's not always clean because I kind of live out of it. So if you're a realtor, AKA it's my motorhome, you know that if I just had a Starbucks in there and a porta potty, like, I would never have to leave my car. Hence why most of my videos are from my car. I'm in there all the time. I mean, it's crazy. I'm either a mama or I'm in my car. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it is. It's like, where's Shelley? Where's Shelley? Oh, she's in that Prius one more time. So anyways, I just, let me see. If you want to get me earrings, like, that's another thing. Like, I'm like a $4 kind of earring kind of girl. You don't have to worry about ever buying me real gold because I'm going to lose it anyways. So, just stick to the basics. Like, if you want to get me a present, Oh, and I like really tall sunflowers. So, I have to like to garden and old-fashioned homes or a log cabin. So, I think I'm kind of getting it all down. I like land and I like a log cabin. I always had a desire to have a log cabin or, the dormers and the big old front porch like I used to have when we built it. And I want a big old garden again. And, and I loved my pygmy, goat that I used to put in my car and take to in and out. And I had my potbelly pig. So, I know I'm quirky, I'm weird, and I put scriptures on my hands. You have to be okay with that too. So, yeah, those are just some things that I woke up and I said, I wear a lot of hats too. I wear a motorcycle hat, I wear a surfer hat, I wear like a baking hat. I got all kinds of hats. You know what? It's kind of like one of those. If I don't want to brush my hair, I just put on a hat. I'm kind of like a guy. Oh, last but not least, I hate to shop for clothes. So I'm not your typical girl. I hate to shop for clothes. I don't even like to go into Nordstrom's. I don't even like to go into Macy's. I see a shirt that costs $250. I said, you know how many babies I could feed off of that $250? Oh, heck to the no. Let's go to the local thrift store. I'm going to get mine for $3.99. I'm going to save the other 240 some bucks, whatever, and we're going to get some kids fed. Okay? I gotta feed the children. That's a really big thing too. Like I have love food ministries. I like to volunteer. I like to go feed the poor. I like to go to convalescent homes, pray for the sick, sing them old like hymns and songs, and just hug them up. I'm all about that kind of stuff. So I love to go to teen challenges. I'm going next week and ministering, and not teen challenge, rescue missions, but yeah, teen challenge is my favorite. So I love homeless people. I just love homeless people, and I like to put a package together. It has like deodorant and like toothpaste and like like McDonald's books, even though I'm not in McDonald's, and little all that stuff just to love on them. And so and you got to be okay with my tattoo. Okay, it says stop for the one. So tattoos are not a bad thing. Okay, so yeah, that's just Shell in a nutshell. Shell in a nutshell. So I've never seen like a dating website that says like check the box where it's like do you like to wear an apron? Do you own a fan? You know what I mean? Like authentic Mexican food. Is it okay if you like somebody barefoot? Is it okay? The wash and wear, the no iron, like no scale, no scale. If you ever tell me to get on a scale, I will tell you to take a little hike. Okay, you understand that? So my scale is this: I put on my size 2 jeans, and if they don't fit me, I start to lose weight. And if they go to a size 4, I'm like, I'm 5 foot nothing. I can't afford to be a size 4. So that's my scale. I don't know if any woman out there is hearing this, but if that's your scale, oh, and you're my best friend when I give you things like kidney bean extract, because those suckers, they help you to not gain weight. And they're not like a diet pill. It's all natural, so don't get all over me in a bag of chips. But like I went out to a Mexican restaurant the other day after church, and I just grabbed my kidney bean extract, and it's like it only absorbs 30% of those carbs, and the rest it just does not absorb into your body. Okay, so if you know me and I love you, then you're my best friend. I'm buying you some of those too. Okay, so it's all natural. Jesus is okay with it. It's not some diet pill, so don't freak out on me. But that's how you know, and you have to be okay with that kind of stuff, my quirky ways. Okay, and that I eat clean. You have to be willing to do organic with me, in all seriousness. Okay, and listen to me do these rants. So there you go. So welcome to my world. Welcome to my bedroom. And it's not sexual at all. So don't get all that in a bag of chips. Don't send me hate mail. And I just want to invite you in where Jesus encounters me. And I just got off on this rant about a man. So there you go. And just basically how I'm wired. You know what I mean? And that I'm one of those Jesus freaks who loves deeply, and I'm super passionate about everything and everyone. So, passion should be my middle name because that's just who I am. And I talk with a Southern accent, but sometimes I get like English, like, would you like a cup of tea? And I kind of dig that. Sometimes my kid's like, Mom, you went country and then you went England, like all in the same sentence. And I'm like, I know. So, okay, I think you guys are done listening to me for now. But anyways, have a good morning, and I might brush my hair, might not, you never know. Yeah, and my kids are still sleeping, and I cannot wait for the day to have a man take out my trash, because it has been so many years, and I have to get my butt out there and go put my trash on the curb. And it's those simple things, y'all. It's those simple things that most women that are married have no idea what a treasure they have if they have a man that takes out their trash and that does the dishes. What I would give for that right about now. So anyways, I love you guys so much. And I'm just being silly, but I just, my girlfriend said, hey, Shelley, so I just woke up thinking about all that stuff, and I thought, there ain't no dating website right there that has any of that, so I think I'll just stay off of all that crap. But anyways, I'm just keeping it real as can be, and I know anyone out there that's listening, you might catch a laugh or two by this. All right, love you guys so much. Have a great morning. Bye.